Hey, this is Russ. Yeah, I'm here with another Russ Talks video. Yeah, I drove up to this area. It's basically the same area we were in before. It's a different day, all right? I drove up to this area. I figured it's early in the morning. I'd like to do a video while it's fresh in my mind. Okay, what time is it? I don't have my watch on. Yeah, I have no idea what time it is. Oh, well. Oh, check it on the cell phone. 8:56 a.m. Now, typically, I get up anywhere from let's say about 6:30ish, 6:30ish to 7 o'clock. But today I stayed in a little bit longer in bed. Yeah, I've been tired out. Yeah, I've been going to bed a little late sometimes, and when it's cold, you tend to just stay in bed, right? So I got up and then I just took a look at my emails, and I got a response back from a company that I had sent an email to the night before. Okay, I'm gonna tell you the story. All right. Now the whole thing with the Russ Talks videos is I get to tell you things that I don't normally do on a standard e-bike video. But so I'm gonna tell you a story about a product that got shipped to me, but it didn't work out. All right. Yeah, I told you guys before that almost on a day, I won't say almost, every single day, I get a solicitation to do some type of collaboration video for some type of manufacturer who's trying to find YouTubers who will do video reviews for them, okay? And it doesn't necessarily have to be e-bike related. It could be anything. I mean, there's, let's see, I've had offers for perfume. Gonna do a perfume review. Perfume. I've had automotive type products. I've had camping products offered to me, power banks offered to me. People maybe ask, why don't you take the power banks? Well, I already did one, but whatever. I mean, you can't load up your house with everything, right? So I've had products offered to me. So this one product was offered to me, and I thought, hey, this looks like a pretty nice product. I think I'd try it. So I responded back to them and said, yeah, send me the product. I'd be happy to do the review. So they sent me the product, and I've been sitting on it for the last couple of weeks trying to figure out how to get this thing to work, all right? It's not like I've never used this type of product before. I have, but this one's a little more unique. So anyway, after testing it and trying it, I got it to work once, but the remote control wouldn't work with it. So I contacted the company and said, look, I'm in the process of evaluating the product, but I can't get the remote to work. And they gave me some instructions of what to try, and I've tried all that stuff. It's not like I can't figure out potential things to do to try to get it to work. Still can't get it to work. And then even the product itself only worked one time, and I couldn't get it to do it any other time. So it has an app that goes with it. The product by itself seems to be okay, but the specialness about the product requires the app to run with it, and it just wouldn't work right. Now, I've watched some other YouTubers do a review of the product, and they seem to be perfectly fine for them. And so I says, maybe it's a defective unit. I have no idea. It could be anything, right? So I finally emailed the company late last night, and I just said, look, I've tried multiple times with this thing. I've spent more time on this than I've probably spent on doing an e-bike review, right? Which I'll tell you is the e-bikes would be worth, I would say 20 to 25 times in value than this product. It's taken me all this time. It's eating up my time. So I just said, look, it won't work. I've tried. The remote doesn't work. The product only worked one time, and it didn't even work with the remote at that time. I says, do you want to just call it a day and forget this, or do you want me to make the review? Because if I make the review, it's going to be a negative review, and it's not going to help your company, all right? They opted to say, keep the product. I'm sorry it didn't work out for you. We're going our separate ways. Okay, now, you might be saying, well, Russ, why don't you just tell us what the product is? I don't think that's fair. Yeah, I don't think that's fair. Let's say this, if they had come back and said, we're going to send you another product, maybe it's just a defective one, please try this one. And if it did work, I would then say, okay, this is a good product, but the first one didn't work. Okay, I would still tell you that. And then it would be up to them if they if they decided, yeah, we don't even want to hear that, don't publish the video. Because a lot of the companies want you to show them the video first before you actually publish it. Because, I mean, you could do a lot of damage to a company if you come out with negative reviews, right? So I just said, up to you guys, you know, you want to part ways or do you want me to do this video? And they said, let's just part ways. So those things happen. I mean, even products that you buy, you know, yourself, okay? You go to a store, you buy a product, and you know that other people have had good luck with the product because and that's why you bought the product, right? But it's not working for you. Either you had a defective one or it's just something that you don't like as much as you thought you would have liked. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think it's fair to put a negative review on stuff like that. I mean, it could have been just defective. We don't know, but I wasn't given the chance to go further from that point. So, yeah, so we're going to part ways. I'm not going to say anything more about it other than telling you guys this is what happened. Now, I can use the product in another fashion, but that's not the design of the product. I mean, oh yeah, okay. It is the design of the product to do it in a different fashion as an extra thing you can use it for. But the main reason I brought it in is not working for that. And so I don't know what to do with stuff like this. So I just said, yeah, okay, it's done. I gave it the best chance it could. It just would not perform. So yeah, I'm always a little disappointed when that happens because, you know, I take these products in. I'm kind of excited when they come in because I want to see, you know, I only take them in if I think they have something of interest, right? And then it fails. Yeah. That doesn't happen that often, but things happen, right? Let me tell you a product that didn't fail, okay? And this is not a sponsored product thing, okay? And I would say that's a Dyson vacuum. Yeah. Now, my daughter has a Dyson vacuum. I know a lot of other people who have Dyson vacuums. We never bought something like the Dyson vacuum because they're not cheap. they're usually pretty expensive. I think when the Dyson stuff first started coming out, they were, I don't know, around what, $500 or something for a vacuum? I kept thinking, that's crazy. Why would you spend that kind of money? Well, this one had a retail price of $500, but it was on Amazon for half price. Yeah, it was like $249. So Mrs. Wright has always wanted to try one. So she says, hey, what do you think of this thing? And I think it's called a Digital Slim or a Dyson Slim or something like that. It's a smaller unit, I think. And it's got its flaws, okay, but it works real good. I'm really surprised how well this thing actually works. And the fact that it's very light in weight. Now, this is not a sponsored video. I'm just telling you because it's something I tried and it's worked out. I'll put a link in the description. If you want to buy one, you can get one. I'll put a affiliate link in there, okay? So it's up to you, but I'm not doing this to sell Dyson products for them. That's just something I bought, okay? You can follow along and do that too if you want. And I'll tell you the good parts and the bad parts about it. So this vacuum, it was 50% off from the suggested retail price. Now, I don't know what Dysons typically sell for and why this thing's 50% off, but I said, you know, for $250, I'll try it. And if it doesn't work out, we'll send it back, okay? Because you still have that, you know, return window for Amazon. Yeah, well, actually, we kind of like it. It's actually pretty good. It's got 3 speeds of power. And when you leave it in the eco speed, it does a pretty good job for most everything you need. And then when you need more power, it has 2 additional more suction power, okay? In fact, the high suction power is so powerful, it's sucking up, you know, you do it over some rugs, and it's sucking the rug into the thing because it's so powerful. So, yeah, it's a product I liked. Now, it has its flaws as well. Like I said, if you put it in too powerful, it's too much suction, okay? What we find it good for is, you know, we have a lot of hardwood floors, which are being demolished by our e-bike tires, by the way. Yeah, it kind of ruined the flooring of our house. Yeah, the e-bike tires, somehow the chemical composition of the rubber reacts to the finish of the floor, all right? So we have things that look like skid marks. They're not skid marks, but you can see imprints of the tire pattern on the floor where the tires sat on the floor. So if you have e-bike tires, don't put it on hardwood floors. It might react with the finish, okay? All right, anyway, and this is not a new finish on the floor. It's been there for a long, long time, okay? But it's reacted to it. Anyway, we find that the Dyson seems to do a really good job on hardwood floors, yeah. And it does a pretty good job, too, on rugs and carpet. But, you know, we were using a Roomba product before. You know what a Roomba is? You know, the robotic thing. Yeah, it does its own thing, but, you know, it doesn't suck, really. It's a sweeper, really, if you think about it. It just sweeps it into the Roomba. It doesn't suck up anything. So anyway, being the lazy guy that I am, I said, well, the Roomba's kind of nice. I don't have to do anything. It does it by itself, and it goes back and charges itself back up, right? But it doesn't pick up as much. You do the actual vacuum, it's picking up everything, right? So here's what I liked about the Dyson. It's light in weight. At least this one is. I know there's different models that could be heavier. This one is very slim and light in weight, so it's easy to move around, okay? The drawback to it, I think that the pole is a little short for me, so I tend to kind of lean forward a little bit to push on this thing. So if the pole had another extension option, that would be nice. Yeah, I mean, if it was only even 6 inches longer, it would be better for me. So, and I'm 5'10", just to give you an idea. So, but if you can get by that, it's no big deal then. It fills up pretty quickly. Yeah, if you got a lot of stuff to suck up, like some of our rugs and things could suck up some of the fibers in there, it'll clog the suction section. So you have to go in there and scrape it out. I mean, I'm putting my finger in there and trying to get it out. We actually end up having to use like forceps to pull it out. So you have to do stuff like that. On small, typical, everyday vacuum stuff, it's fine. But if you have some heavy duty stuff to do, it fills up too fast. Yeah, the container section of where the debris goes into is very small. So you're dumping it out quite often. Another thing is you have to hold the trigger. Okay, it only works when you're holding with your trigger finger. You got to hold the trigger to get it to work, and it's a very light pull, so it's not a real big deal. But you do have to hold that down. Okay, a lot of people have mentioned that on the Amazon review, and we kind of said, well, maybe that would be the thing that'll stop us. But because it's such a light pull, it's not a big deal. But the fact is, you do have to hold it. Okay, you can't just like turn it on and it'll do it. All right, you got to pull it. I do like the fact too that the pole comes off, so it's a very small unit then, and you can use it for like a I don't know what those hand vacs are like, right? You can kind of use it for that too. So I could vacuum inside the car easily if I wanted to, or anything else, you know. So there are a couple attachments that come with it. So let me just say this. It's a product that I thought is actually better than I thought it would be. And even though at $250, was it $249.99? I don't know, something like that. It's not a bad product. I actually like it to the point where I actually don't mind doing the vacuuming. I mean, some of the vacuums we've had in the past, I mean, think about the old Hoover vacuums and the like, right? They're kind of big and heavy and bulky. It's kind of hard to keep pushing that thing, right? This thing's so light in weight, it's no big deal. So, and I'm able to get it done quick. Yeah, so there's a product that I would recommend that you look into if you're interested in it. I'll put a description link in there for you, okay? It's an affiliate link. If you order one, I probably get a few pennies from it. I always say that. But I'm not doing the video to tell you to order. I'm just telling you my experience with this product and how the other product didn't work out for me. Well, anyways, that's about all I have for you for today. If you like this video, go and hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I appreciate the fact that many of you guys who have been watching this have said that you really appreciate these little talks. It's just something for me to do. Yeah, something for me to talk about and things that I can say that it's not part of a typical Russ is Right type, e-bike type review. So if you like it, just keep watching it. And if you don't, then, you can watch Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays and watch the e-bike reviews. Oh, let me say this, you might be wondering, have we lost any subscribers because we've added this format? Yeah, we lost about maybe 10 people, something like that. One person outright says, I'm unsubscribing. And then he left. The thing is it's kind of funny to me too when people unsubscribe, you know, and they tell you they're unsubscribing. I guess they're trying to tell you, well, I'm upset with you, so I'm leaving. Yeah, sorry. But I got to be me. I got to do what I feel I want to do and have enjoyment in doing. Hopefully you enjoy it too. But like I said, you know, you don't have to watch Monday, Wednesday, and Friday if you're not interested in it. You could just watch Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. I mean, we've been doing Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday videos for over a year now. So none of that has changed. All I did was add some extra stuff, and that seems to have lost about 10 people. Yeah. Hopefully we don't lose more, but my hope is we gain more people from it as well, you know, because some people may be interested in talk like this. So, and of course, if you're a longtime Russ is Right viewer, many of you guys have commented that, you know, you've been with me for a while now and you like it. So you can't satisfy everyone. It's what it boils down to. So you got to make things that are good for you. And I like doing these things. So there you go. All right. I'll talk to you guys next time.